Should you invest in real estate? We will be discussing that in this video. Before we get into more details on how to get started into real estate, let's first understand what's real estate. What are the pros and cons of investing in real estate? Welcome to Daily Update. If you are new on here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Real estate is a highly speculative and leveraged investing. We first have to understand, in any form of commodity, real estate isn't exceptional. You have to look at it as a means to an end. Yes, real estate is considered the safest investment out there, and it has outperformed gold in terms of store of value in returns. Realistically, it's just the land that is a commodity, because land is considered a limited resource. The house that sits on the land depreciates in value due to wear and tears and needs to be replaced usually every 10 years. So if the land is what appreciates in value, why are houses so expensive? There are so many factors that contribute to the appreciation of homes. Let's look at the basic principle: supply and demand. Populations are constantly growing, and people will need places to live in and do businesses. If you are living in a hotspot city with a huge population, the demand for houses will rise, thus increasing the value of the property you own. Demand in real estate is how much people earn and how much they can borrow. When you look at properties in high-income neighborhoods, properties prices are driven by high-income people, and that makes sense. Higher-income people tend to buy properties with so many amenities that will provide them with some privacy and looking to spend extra on that. Now, let's look at why properties have been increasing in value over the course of the years, but wages are rarely going up. Lending has never been easier in today's market, with so many private lenders out there and banks which requires little upfront down payment from its clients. People have access to cash to invest in real estate. Real estate anywhere in the world increased by 3% annually. Sounds great, right? Right. But it doesn't mean rent always goes up and continue that way forever. We have many landlords that borrow hundreds of thousands of dollars with the same idea during pre-COVID-19. Now with the current pandemic, rent has seen a sharp drop due to loss of jobs. When landlords start missing out on their mortgage payments, the bank forecloses it, and that property will likely be sold below its market value. Real estate is another speculative market, and you have to accept some of the risk that comes with it. Let's take a look at some of the pros of owning a real estate. Forced appreciation. This is when you increase the value of the property through renovating, adding a pool, updating the kitchens, adding extra bedrooms or bathroom to increase the overall value of the property. This is also known to some investors as fix and flip. Most new investors begin investing in real estate through this process. Investors find properties that are in bad shape or being foreclosed on, or any number of reasons a property is being sold under its value. Force appreciation to it and sell it to make profit. 2. Cash flow. We've all heard the term cash flow is king. You can own a 2-unit duplex, live in one, and rent the other to pay for your mortgage and earn some extra income. Owning an investment property will generate a constant monthly cash flow with little to no maintenance. There will always be demand for real estate, whether for family living, to operate a business, for office space, just to name a few. 3. Tax benefit. Owning a piece of real estate means getting some tax benefit. Governments of nations love real estate investors because they provide housing, office spacing, and increase the value of land over the years. Some investors love this, and everyone would love to pay less in taxes, right? You get tax write-offs on utilities, property taxes, depreciation, maintenance and repairs, and loan interest. This can be seen as extra income to spend on your necessities. Now, let's talk about the cons of owning a real estate. Number 1. Time consuming. Let's say you are a first-time investor and you're looking to fix and flip a property. There are so many factors to take into consideration, like the length in time it will be on the market for. If you're planning on selling a property, on average, it takes up to 90 days for a property to be sold. So while you're still looking for a buyer for your home, you still have some expenses to take care of, like mortgage payment, property taxes, and insurance. This can be a pain since it isn't producing any income, but rather some liabilities up front. And as long as it stays on the market, you will be forced to reduce the price of the property until it's sold, which will also affect your profit margin. 2. Liquid. Real estate isn't like the stock market, where you can easily sell your shares in the case of an emergency where you need cash. It will take time and extra steps in turning your house into cash. There are two ways you can sell your house: through a realtor or by yourself. Most homeowners use realtors because they believe to be professionals and most oftentimes sell your property at your desired asking price or more. Whereby, if you're not good at negotiating and decide to sell your house by yourself, you will in turn receive less than what you're asking. The closing of a real estate usually takes 30 days. You will have to pay for realtor's fee and closing costs. It will need an upfront cost in selling your home. Understanding the aspects of real estate is crucial for your investing career. We do recommend new investors to begin in real estate by wholesaling houses. With this process, it needs little upfront cost to begin. Wholesaling in real estate is by finding an off-market discounted property, put them under contract, then you go out and find investors who are looking to buy new homes to fix and flip. You then assign a contract to them for a fee. Congratulations! You just sold your first home without actually owning the house. In our upcoming videos, we will discuss more into details on how to wholesale a property with no money. With that said, thank you guys for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you in my next video.